Hi again folks, so this is my second tutorial video on Ninja Blaster. The first tutorial was just the basic how to open the software and the three main buttons and options that I use on a daily basis. So this second video will be about the additional two options that I didn't cover in the first video, namely adding links and adding pictures. So the rest of it is exactly the same as in the first video, how to open up software and get to this screen. And this was the option that we looked at in the last video. So today we're going to look at the link poster and the photo poster. So if I'll start with the link poster. And again, you'll see it's a very similar screen to the basic text poster. At the top, you've got your login details, and again, it's still got both of my accounts here, so you just pick your relevant account, ignore this next line, change your delay to the 300 seconds that I suggested in the previous video. The sleep and the loop I leave alone, but again, that's your own choice how you want to set those. Same idea here as well, load in your groups. That just takes another wee second. You've got the status box again here, so you can copy and paste your post into this box, which I will just hopefully get. I should have had this set up already, but let's see if I can find the one I used yesterday. I mean, it doesn't really matter, I can post anything in the text. Let's do the car one. That's quite a good one to get people's interest as well. So we'll do that one today. And again, that just goes into your status box, so copy and paste. You can't scroll up with your mouse through this box. It's a bit more basic than that. So just use your cursor keys to move up and down within the box. And again, you can edit it, you can change the wording, you can add wording, whatever you wish. Then as you'll see here, the only real difference between this and the text option only is that you have a separate box to put a website link in. So I would put our Lifetree World website in there. You could put a link to your Facebook page if you have a business page, or even a Facebook group. You can put anything you like in here as a web address. That's totally fine. So I will just get our Lifetree World address. And again, it's as simple as copy and paste. And that's it there. And then similar to the text only version, you still have to remember to hit the add button to put your advert down into this bottom box here. Same deal with your group selection. Again, I minimize all the boxes that I can to give me in as much of the group name as possible, so I can make sure I'm just posting it in relevant groups really, because a lot of these, some of them are maybe weight loss only, some are beauty products. You know, I don't want to be posting about a shopping opportunity in something that's for weight loss. That's really not going to get the most amount of attention. So pick and choose which groups you want to post in. So the quickest way is to unselect them all first, or if you've only got 10 groups and you want to use them all, you can select all and they'll all be ticked again. So it's entirely up to you how you want to pick and choose. You can take them off one at a time, you can add them back in one at a time. It's very flexible from that point of view. And then that's it. It's exactly the same as yesterday. The only difference is that you're popping in a web link or a Facebook page link or some sort of link into the second box. And that's it. So also you've got your delayed start. So 2-hour delay, and then you hit start and off it runs. I'll probably do a live video at some point as well, so you can see what happens when it does start running, just so you know it's working correctly on your machine. But I'm not quite ready to post mine yet, so I shan't hit start at the moment. So what happens is Ninja usually leaves all the windows open for you, so it's quite easy to flip back to the main screen. And we're going to try a photo poster this time. So exactly the same as you can see. So the top section by now is pretty straightforward. 300-second gap in between posts. Load in your groups. I've got my post there, so I'm just going to do the same one. Sorry, losing myself here. Okay, so I'm going to write that into there. And then once all my groups are loaded, you'll see I've picked my different account. I've picked my Debs W account this time. So there's going to be over 700 accounts in here. And this will take a wee while to load them all in. And obviously for me to select them all as well. So I shall probably pause the video and then I'll come back and show you it once I've picked my groups. But same deal, paste in your status. Then you'll see there's not a box here for a link. So you could just free type in a link, whatever you want in here, you know, and as at the bottom it will still work as a link. But what this allows you to do is add a photograph. So to pull in your photographs, if you hit the browse button, it then opens up a sort of Windows Explorer type screen. So you obviously need to know where your photographs are stored that you want. Mine are, I'm just going to find the right one, make sure I get the correct one. So I've got them all just on my desktop, and this is the one I want with the car. So I'm just going to take note of that number, 13187877. Obviously you can rename your pictures to something that's a bit more obvious that you might remember, but we're going to go 131878. So it is in desktop and pics. So once you're at the folder that you know where your photograph is, hit OK, and it will pull in all of those pictures for you, and they're all automatically selected. So you're going to want to unselect that because it's unlikely you'll want every single photograph to be displayed. So I'm going to find that one that I said. It's this one, 13187877, and we'll tick that one. So that's your photo good to go along with your text. Again, if you wanted maybe 2 or 3 different photos and you wanted to do a sequence or a random posting, it'll post the same text, and then in the first group it'll post the first photo, second group the next photo, etc. But like I said in the other video, I tend to just keep things simple and just use one photo or one link, one post, you know, as easy as it can be really. So delayed start, it's now 5:30. So I'm going to leave that to, I'm going to start it at 7:30 tonight. So we're going to go for a 2-hour delay. I've got my 300-second delay up here. So I'm now going to pick the groups that I want to post in. So this is the bit that'll take me some time. So I'm just going to go and pause the video for now, and I'll come back to you once I have picked my groups. One thing to note as well is that you can sort the groups by the name, so you can either have them in a descending order or an ascending order, whichever you prefer to work. So that's quite handy as well. So in particular, if you know, say it's weight loss products and you want all your weight loss groups, click it to run upside down if you like, and then all your W's are at the bottom and your work from homes and things like that. So it can be handy. It entirely depends on what you're posting at the time. So I'll be back with you in a moment. Okay, so I've now picked 50 groups, or at least I think I've counted 50. I'm just scrolling through here so you can see that, you know, some are obviously ticked and some are not. I generally won't post in more than 50 in a day. Sometimes it's gone just over if I've done manual posts as well for separate things, but generally through Ninja I won't do more than 50, just to reduce the risk of Facebook picking up on it. And I think 50 is, you know, it's quite a lot, so I think that's a reasonable number just to do on a daily basis. But, you know, it's up to you. If you want to try more, fine, but just be careful, because, you know, if you do start doing like 100 groups a day, it does increase the risk of you know, getting blocked. So try and stick at 50 if you can. That should be sufficient. So I've got my groups in, I've got my text sorted, I've picked my photograph. I'm just going to leave it at the standard status just to post the whole thing all together. I've delayed my start. This option also gives you the opportunity to save the ad. So if it's one you think you'll want to use again, you can just go ahead and save ad. And I've already got a folder called Ninja Data, which it automatically wants to put that into anyway. So you shouldn't really have to find a folder to put it in. And just call it whatever you want. So I'm just going to call this one LTW car, so I know for next time. And then that's it saved. So it will save the photograph and the text. So it's another bonus. You can also, if you're going to run this through the night, you might want to tick the box to shut down your PC once it's complete, rather than leave your PC on all night, but again, that's personal choice. I'm going to leave mine just now because there's every chance I'll be on quite late tonight, given that it's the last day of the month. So the next thing is just to start. So it comes up with a little confirmation box. I did count 50 correctly, so that's good. It's doing one loop and it's one post, so 50 altogether, which is exactly what I want. So I'm going to hit OK. You'll get this message probably. I always choose no because I just want it to post through my laptop. I'm not doing it on a mobile device, so I've just clicked no at that. And then what it will do, as you see up here, starting in 119 minutes 54 seconds. So that will kick in and we'll start posting once that timer has elapsed, and then a new timer will begin to allow for the 300-second gap in between. And that's it. It really is that simple, guys, but drop me a message if you are still stuck with it, or if you've got a problem, if it's not working or whatever else, and I'll help you as best I can. You can pause it if you think, oh, maybe that's the wrong post, I don't want that to be posted anywhere else. You can pause it and you can start it up again and you can stop it. So it's entirely within your control, when it runs. Yeah, so that's it. Enjoy Ninja Blasting and hope it works for you. Wish you lots of success with your business, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.